You can say
hello.
Hi.
Hello, Cruising Croppers. Well, this is Sherry speaking. Welcome to our Find Your Journey #2. We're going to be talking with Jennifer and April about their upcoming cruise. These are two of our beloved hosts. They have hosted with us twice before, and they are excited about their third cruise. And their fourth cruise actually is already scheduled. So Jennifer and April are both Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, and this January they'll be sailing to the Western Caribbean, as well as in January of 2023. So ladies, if you just want to start us off and tell us a little bit about yourselves and your business.
First. Hi. We didn't decide who was going to go first. I'm April. It's very nice to meet everyone or see everyone on here. Thank you for joining us today. I have been a demonstrator 16 years, which is kind of crazy to think about that. I am married. I have 3 grown sons and 2 grandsons. And I think that's about it. Jennifer's going to talk a little bit more.
So I'm Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 20 years now. It will be 20 in November, actually. And I do Stampin' Up! As a full-time business, and I am married. I have 1 daughter who is a junior in college. And crazy. Yeah, and that's pretty much about me. 2 dogs and a daughter.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about how you like to run your cruises. Do you do mostly classes or mostly crops?
Who's talking?
Go ahead.
So we do both simultaneously. We offer, with the crop fee, 6 self-paced classes. They're not offered, they are included. You get all 6. And they're set up in the room the entire time. So that means you can come in and out and work on these projects at 2 in the morning, at 7 a.m., at noon, anytime you like. We email you the directions beforehand, and then we have a tips time on the first day where we give you all of our special tips, and then we're in the room most of the time for helping you. In addition, everybody gets at least half a table to themselves for the open crop. So again, that's 24/7, and then we bring supplies they can also use of ours with their own projects, like stamps, dies, punches, ink pads, etc. Did that sum it up?
Yes.
Pretty well.
We also give prizes every day, like door prizes, and we give pillow gifts and all of that kind of stuff as well. So
T-shirts.
yes, we both have our T-shirt.
I guess I'm shorter than April.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I think it's just because I have different shoes on. But
I don't know if we lost Sherry, because see the spinning.
yeah. Are you there, Sherry?
But we see ourselves still on live, so why don't we continue on until we hear her talk. So her next question is, tell us about what you're teaching and some of the sneak peek of projects or past projects. So we teach always, we have scrapbook pages and cards, and then we throw in other projects like home decor pieces, special fold albums. Oh, we always do albums as well. So April's going to hold up a couple of samples here from previous cruises, and or you just have to kind of tilt it because of my lights. And or current events we've held with our customers. So that's a sampler. See how it's framed. You do supply your own frame usually. But by the way, so we don't know what we're doing yet for this cruise. Why, April?
Because we will have a new catalog coming out in January. Yay!
Yes.
So all of our projects will be from products in that new catalog. We actually get to see it next month. So we'll be able to start planning from there. But
yes, so we physically cannot plan them yet, nor we can't even say cards versus scrapbook because we need to see what product we're going to use. But this is one of our past albums April has here.
Sorry. One thing we always do is we do a travel album for the trip so that you have your scrapbook all completed after the cruise, and all you have to do is trying to stand on my tippy toes. All you have to do is insert your pictures. So hopefully that's helpful. I know it's certainly helpful for me.
Here's another one. We have there's one of our wonderful helpers, Landa. She will be on this cruise as well. And if you know Landa from past cruises, you know we're glad she's going to be there.
Yes.
She's always like, let me do this for you. Let me go get that for you. Let me cut that new paper for you. This is how you tie a bow, etc. So Landa is a lot of fun. But this album, I actually got my pictures put in. And this was the same itinerary that we're going on this time. So you see our pictures here at in Cozumel and all kinds of places. So
I do want to say also that on our cruises, families are welcome. Like, we have all kinds of different groups that come. We have friends that come together. We have whole families with children. We have husbands and wives, just all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
We've even had like where it was a crafter and two sisters who didn't craft. So of course they chose not, that they didn't pay for the crafting portion. Every mix of people you can imagine come on our trips.
Yes, we do door hangers for you guys. I'm going to show these real quick. These are a couple we've had in the past. So we hang those on your door, and then you get to, makes it easier to find your cabin at whatever a.m. in the morning you're going back back there.
That would, I mean, I like that little thing there. And as far as an idea on the kind of cards we do, this is a class April did recently in one of our retreats, which we offer in person and to go. We both offer these. We actually team up and do them together. So in person here in Texas, as well as they are offered, anyone can take it in the US, and we mail you the packet and you make your stuff at home. Anyway, so aren't these cards gorgeous? That's kind of like the style of April. So that's a possible type of project we could do. Here are some scrapbook pages from the same class, so you can see how gorgeous they are. And then these are from our recent retreat, the make and takes included. So there's those pages. And then here's some other cards from the retreat. And are these upside down? Again, just showing you this because since we can't give you a sneak peek, it will give you an idea of our style and the quality. And each class, by the way, includes multiple projects unless it's like an album. But if it's scrapbook pages, you'll make multiples. If it's cards, you make multiples. We did Halloween treats one year. We made a whole bunch of Halloween treats. Here's just two of them. Little coffins, so cute. Okay, go ahead.
Well, and I just wanted to say that Jennifer and I both, on top of the cruise, she said we do retreats, and we both offer monthly classes, monthly events, and we both offer those to go. So it doesn't matter where you live, as long as you're in the U.S., we can mail the class to you. We are happy to do that. You get, and it will give you like an idea of what we do, because it's kind of the same kind of format. We email you the instructions, which are color PDF instructions with photos and sometimes videos and all that good stuff. Oh, yep, looks like that. Step-by-step instructions.
Measurements.
And then for your classes on cruise and our individual classes, we pre-cut everything that we can, as far as cardstock and all that good stuff. So
like here's a recent class packet I did, and April does the same thing for her customers. So you can see the packet in here cut, ready for everyone to stamp and assemble. That's how your class packet will be as well. We will have big shots there for any die cutting you do need to do, or to use on your personal projects as well.
Yes.
Oh, and it includes 150 in merchandise, by the way.
It does. We also have a room block. Sorry.
We both decided to We're like twins that aren't twins here.
We are. We do have a hotel room block in Galveston the night before our cruise. It's at the Moody Gardens Hotel. So all you have to do is mention our group. You get that, and we do a private shuttle for our group only to the port the next morning, so you don't have to worry about that. If you drive in, you can park at Moody Gardens for free all week, and then we shuttle you over to the port and back after we get back from the cruise. When you're all depressed from getting off the ship, you don't have to worry about remembering where your car is or anything like that. So, and our group rate at the hotel is good for like 2 nights before and even 2 nights after. So if you fly in, even if your flight's not till late or the next day, you can take advantage of that group rate at the hotel as well.
So do we need to say anything else about our events? I mean, our classes basically on cruise. We do have some games. We have, like April said, prizes related to games, or just there's prizes every day. Gifts every day. You get a gift pretty much every single day from us. And I said it already, but of the 6 classes, most of them make multiple projects. So it's not like you go home with 6 things. You go home with a bunch of stuff.
Yes. Bring an extra suitcase for your project.
Yeah. And so, yeah, so anything else about that before we move on to
I don't think so. The only other thing I wanted to mention about our businesses are we both do live videos on Thursdays, just tutorial videos. And so Jennifer goes on at 9 a.m. Central Time on her Facebook page, and I go on at 10 a.m. Central Time on my Facebook page. So
yeah, so that's just some free
yes
tips. And we have a very similar style of teaching as well. So in my opinion, our videos are packed full of little useful tips. So
hopefully.
Yeah, my opinion, but yeah. Okay, so Sherry wanted to ask, have you been to any of these ports of call, and do you have a favorite activity there? So we're going to Cozumel, Grand Cayman, and Falmouth, Jamaica. So I will say for Cozumel, my favorite that we've done so far is the Mr. Sancho's Resort, I guess it's called, where you just pay one fee and they pick you up. No, we did a cab. Okay, you take a cab there, very easy and inexpensive, and then you get all your food and drinks that you want the whole time you're there, included in that one fee you already paid. And it's just fun. It's really nice. You get the beach.
Non-motorized sports. So like if you want to snorkel or anything like that, you just go check the equipment out and you do that. That's included in your fee. They do have motorized stuff like parasailing and stuff like that if you want to do that, but that's not included in your fee. So
that's my favorite there. But April has some favorites.
Yeah. So that's definitely, I've done that one the most when we've gone to Cozumel. My husband and I did one year where we rode 4-wheelers through the jungle, and we were covered in mud from head to toe, which was so much fun. Not for everybody, not for Jennifer, but it was so much fun, and I hadn't ridden 4-wheelers in a long time. So anyways, we enjoyed that one as well there. And then in Grand Cayman, I just want to go to the beach. Like, the water is beautiful. The beach is beautiful. The beaches are public there. So unless you're on resort property or something, you don't have to, pay to go onto the beach. And they're just amazing. So that's my favorite thing.
There's just like some restaurant right off the boat practically that you can walk to that you've gone to, then you told Landa and I about it, and I think Landa and I have gone 2 or 3 times, and it's just really good food.
Yes, and you
sits
can
on the water. Yeah. Anyway,
and they have the dancing cop there in Grand Cayman. If you look him up on YouTube, he's cool. And then in Jamaica, I love the food. So like I'm just down for getting a local guide. They do have local guides. They have little paddles there, and you pay them for the day, and they'll take you all around just outside of the port. And he took us to this amazing local restaurant and ate the food and all of that stuff. So I'm all about the food and the 2 for $5 Red Stripe beer in Jamaica.
And haven't done tours in Jamaica, but I remember Helen and why am I going to blank on her name?
I'm looking at her name, Eleanor.
I know. Helen and Eleanor telling us about, it was like a plantation they went to, and it was all fancy, and they had tea, I think.
It's called Rose something.
Yeah, so that, it sounded really cool to me. I didn't do it, but they did, and it sounded really cool, so. Yes. I just shop in Jamaica. Like, I just shop at the port.
My sister and my mom are going on this cruise with me because we were supposed to be celebrating my sister's 50th birthday 2 years ago when this cruise was supposed to happen. But that's okay. And they want to do there's like a Rastafarian village tour, and they want to do that. So I think we're going to do that. So that will be fun.
Yeah. And I'll just say, like, is this our third or fourth time on this cruise?
I think this will be our fourth time on Liberty, and then we did one on Vision, or it's 3 on Liberty and 1 on Vision.
But
I can't remember.
It's the same route.
Yes.
And it's fun every time.
Yes.
You can find different stuff to do in the ports. There's plenty of excursions to choose from. And I say, if we get stuck on the ship with the COVID stuff, there's plenty of stuff to do on that ship.
Yes.
As y'all know, I'm sure, if you've cruised before. So it doesn't bother me that much. I know for some people the ports are what it's all about, but I'm like, hey, we got that crop room, so we can just go down there and have our own little party.
Yes. And I feel like the ship, there's still so much I haven't seen or done, like shows or even restaurants or clubs or whatever that I haven't even seen or done. It's kind of like Disney World. There's nowhere to see it and do it all in one trip. So you need more than one trip. So
and there's stuff to do in Galveston when you're you know, pre-cruise and or after as well, so that's entertaining.
Yes, the hotel we stay at, Moody Gardens, is like a whole resort, and it has these pyramids that they each have like different stuff in them to do. There's
like an aquarium.
There's an aquarium in one. I don't remember what's in the other two, and then there's it's attached to Schlitterbahn. I think it's a water park. And then there's also the pier down in Galveston. That's a lot of fun. You can go down and they have restaurants and usually bands, and
there is a
rides. I think there's a Ferris wheel on the end of the pier and all that kind of stuff. So
yes. Cool. All right. Well, Sherry was going to wrap it up with our retreat pricing, which I don't have. Retreat, sorry. Cruise pricing and promos. And so I'm sure she's going to post about those probably, or come back live herself. And then she'll give you links for how to find us. But you can always search for Jennifer Cotton or April McCreight, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on Facebook, and find us that way. You can also Google both of our names, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You'll find links to our pages, our blogs, etc. So, all right. So should we wrap it up?
I think so.
I don't know how to leave this.
I know. No one knows how to stop it. I don't know that we can.